Guys, welcome back. It's December the 29th. I hope everyone had a good Christmas, and by the time you see this, probably New Year. We're back to work now. I got the burner going again on the 27th, and the kiln is running, and that batch should be ready for Tuesday deliveries on the 2nd of January 2024. But we've got a bit of spare time between now and then, and just trying to get the yard kind of squared up, and we need to find some more timber basically. It has been non-stop raining over Christmas as well. I don't know if there is any stats of how much rain we've had, but it feels like an incredibly wet year. I didn't think it would impact me as much as it has, but getting firewood in itself is becoming quite tricky now. The harvesters and the forwarders have had to stop-start all winter because they're making a mess and they can't even move. But I do know that Adam's lads are working just up the road, and I believe they're in the harvester and the Vosh with the 13 tonner with the Vosh head at the moment. I'm not sure the forwarder's running, but I've got the new drone. You would have seen some clips of that already in previous videos, but I did get myself a DJI Air 3. So we're going to go up there and try and get some decent footage then working away. It is on a bit of a hillside and it is slippery, so I'm hoping to get some good footage. I've got my phone, I've got the DJI Action 3, and I've got the DJI Air 3. So yeah, stay tuned. Just got to site. The sun has come out, which is nice. The lads do know I'm here. I've messaged them, and I'll give them a shout when I can see the machines. As you can see, the forwarder's parked up. Do have metal tracks on, but look what they're having to deal with. This is the trouble. As you can see, it's very, very sloppy. So I'll try and overlay the drone footage if I can. But basically they're working away in a chestnut coppice at the moment. So it's basically a clear fell of chestnut coppice. But chestnut grows back very quickly. I'm not too sure on the lifespan of chestnut. I'll try and find out information out, but it grows back very quickly, and it's predominantly used for fencing in this area, but also used for firewood. Oh wow, this is cool. So any bits that aren't good enough grade for fencing gets sent off for firewood. It does spit, but as long as you're selling it to people with log burning stoves rather than open fires, it's absolutely fine. Well, I've had to pack away the drone because once again it started raining. This is quite a tricky plot actually, because firstly it's on a bank and it does keep raining. Secondly, the chestnut, when it gets up to the top, it's got multiple stems. So the harvester does struggle a little bit with the bigger stems. Obviously, harvesters are really designed for softwood mainly. We've got like little sticks of bloody twig, you know, little sticks. And then blades can clear off any limbs, but in hardwood it's a bit of a struggle. And then secondly, I'll try and find a tree because the chestnut's been coppiced already. There's multiple stems coming out one union as such. So, so there's multiple stems coming out of a union. So the harvester can't actually get in there to cut the chestnut from the stem. So that's why you would have seen Nathan cutting with the chainsaw there, gets them on the floor, and then the harvester processes them up. But as you can see, these limbs are a very big limb, and that you'd really struggle to cut through that. So these are all different grades. That will be a post. Trying to see what's what here actually. I think that's firewood. These are posts. These are slightly longer, so they're strainers. And then there'll be rails. So I'll try and get some information off Adam when this was last coppiced. But as you can see, this would have been cut down before and multiple stems have come out. And due to the nature of the harvester head, it's got them big feeding rings, like feeding wheels. You can't get in here and cut because they're too close together. Especially these ones, you can't get in here. And for the saw to work, it has to fully close and create pressure, I believe anyway. It has to create pressure on the tree for it to use the saw. So you can't do it in a scenario like this. So Nathan's hand felling them onto the floor, and then Callum can pick them up with the harvester and then feed them through at the different lengths. So it'll be worked into the computer. If it was over a certain size, it would be firewood at 3 meters, and then it gets down to a certain size, so it would be a strainer, and that will be cut at, I believe it's 6 foot or 7 foot. And then when it gets down to a slightly smaller size than that, it will be made into a post, and it will cut slightly different length. I believe posts are 5.5 foot or 5 foot. And then you start cutting the longer stuff for the rails. So just having a look here. That's beech, so that's all firewood. That's beech, that's chestnut. So there's a bit of softwood throughout here as well. Might be able to try and pull that out for kindling. But this is what they're up against. It just forever raining. For me, obviously, it's a pain due to not getting the timber in, but I feel for these boys because they're struggling to find a dry site, and obviously this one's on a hill, so it's drier than most because it's not sat in a bog and it does travel down the hill. But as soon as that ground gets saturated, the machines are just sliding down the hill.
Hi guys, just editing this video. There's a very good video on Aztech Trees channel, episode 12, Forestry Special, and that will show you a lot more in depth about the struggles they're finding taking out this timber. So make sure you head over there, give them a like, watch that episode, and all the rest of them is super good.
And they've got their tracks on. You know, they're trying to work through it. It's just hard work. So it's been a funny old year, and I do believe there's going to be a shortage in the new year of timber because everyone's having the same problem. Try and get a safe distance away from the harvester. So as you can see, we're back at Oak Farm. This is literally all we've got, this section here, and kind of what we can scrounge out of this, because I can already see 5 bits that are too big. So whatever we can scrounge out of that, a bit here as well. But that is literally it for processable timber at the moment. As you can see, they're cutting away, but getting up to the landing pad itself is becoming hard work. I had to stop the drone footage because I had to stop there because it started raining pretty heavy, and it only lasted 5-10 minutes. But if it's doing that all the time, it's nothing dries up. So I'm just starting to search around for any timber that I'll be buying it as a premium, because it would have already been extracted. This spring I think is going to be extremely hard, if I'm honest. I know I've got a lot of timber to look at, quite a lot anyway, but none of it being processable. Fingers crossed we've got a demo machine coming down from Firewood to give a go in the new year. And we've actually got a couple of demos booked in for the new year, so we'll be looking through them, seeing what's best for our smaller diameter timber, trying to figure out what's best for our application. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for this video, guys. Bit of an insight to what they're tackling at the moment. They are in a chestnut coppice, but as I said, there is beech and silver birch in there that will be destined for here. It's just getting it out, so I think it's going to be a bit of a hard one over the next few months, if I'm honest. I was speaking to Adam there, and he's even got a site that is already cut and laying on the wooden floor that is perfect sized timber for the factory, but he just can't get it out. It's on a fairly steep bank and it's just like an ice rink. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get on the phone and start speaking to a few other people, I think. I've got a couple of people I buy timber off, but not loads. But because they're very reliable timber merchants, it's you know, why go elsewhere if you've got a handful of people that are good? I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. Another job to do for the spring. Since I bought the land, I've been having to empty this out pretty much every dog walk. So there's a pipe that runs underneath here and empties out and goes into the main stream, but it's only about an 8-inch pipe. It might be 6 or 8 inch pipe. So this time of year, obviously leaves fall, drop into the stream, and it blocks it up all the time. I've tried cleaning this out and making a bit of like a settling pond for the leaves to sit in before it then goes down through the pipe, but it only works for so long. So the plan is for kind of spring, summer, when we're half looking for jobs, I'm going to dig this out, get a good 2-foot culvert pipe and lay it right in here, all the way from up there, all the way through. Backfill this with dirt and then put hardcore on top so it's nice and solid. And then if any tractors and trailers need to move in from the first field down to the second field, it's less risky than coming across here. As you can see from the grass and the clean area here, this was probably overflowing last night and running down through there. So it's running pretty fast, but it will be half blocked up with leaves again. So don't know if it's worth unblocking it or not. I might as well, but that's something that's a job we're gonna have to do during the summer, is redo this, because since I've been here it's been a problem. So as you can see, I made a bit of a hole there, hoping the water would drop down, any leaf matter would settle out, and then the water would run through down the pipe. But it only works for so long before the leaves build up. But it's obviously working now. And where it slowly takes the odd leaf down, it's obviously fine. But it's when you have a serious rainfall and it blocks up the drain. So it's working quite well at the moment, but I think we'll have to work towards doing some improvements here in the summer. So it's not just firewood we do here. I've got a small farm, and obviously there's always jobs to be done on the farm, always. I'd also like to come down here when the digger is down here. A tree has fallen down. Need to clear that up because it's currently leaning on the fence. That needs sorting out, and we actually did have 2 oak trees blow over in the past storm. So we'll get them cut up and we'll actually probably take them up to the processor and use them. So just a bit of cleaning up to do really. This oak tree looks really worse for wear with the ivy on it, so we'll cut back the film boundary a little bit and just try and clear it up. But yeah, got an oak tree here and an oak tree in here that's fallen over, so what we'll do is we'll cut the usable logwood out of it, and then I'll pile up all the tops, all the sticks, and we'll make like a habitat pile for them, for all the bugs and birds and whatever else. But that's the farm up there. It's the the main barn. Nice it's on the brow of the hill, because down here it is sodden. We're on clay here, and I'll be honest, it's not very free draining whatsoever. It's just so wet, never ending battle. So yeah, we had 2 cages fall down in the recent windstorm from our stack, but you know when you set your mind on something, I cannot wait for that yard to be finished concrete and we can use the whole lot as it was intended to, you know. Timber stacked up, seasoning, getting ready for the next winter. Reduce how much drying we've got to do in the kiln. That's the aim of the game, really. Yeah. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Managed to get the drone out. There's going to be plenty more of that in this year to come. I really am going to try and upgrade the video quality this year, and I hope it shows in the videos. But if you did like it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, share it. I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.